McDonald's announced just the other day that they're launching a chatbot called Ask Pickles. And I don't know exactly how they're going to implement it yet, but they're basing it off of 50,000 stores and all the data. And what I envision them doing is you're now going to be able to just talk to the drive-through thing. It's going to take your order and it's going to send it back to the kitchen. You're going to roll up, get your food, and leave. Right? Like you don't need anybody there anymore to take your order. And somebody was complaining to me about this the other day. They were like, well, it's taking out the human element and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, but humans are the ones that make the mistakes. Computers are right majority of the time, right? Like sometimes there's some data that gets skewed and stuff, but 99% of the time, if I tell a computer that I want no onions on my cheeseburger, it's gonna get it right. And humans are the ones that are inputting the order into the machine. And then the humans are the ones that are looking at the screen in the back. And then the human's the one that's putting together the food. And then the human's the one that's putting the bag there. And then the human's the one that's giving you the bag. There's so many touch points with a human that could make a mistake somewhere. That's why we make mistakes. It's natural, right? But now, if I can roll up to the drive-thru and say, I want my order and I want it this, and this, the speech to text is going to get that right. If it's going to flash it on the screen, if it's right, I say yes. It sends it back to the kitchen where eventually we're going to have automated workers. It's going to send it all on an assembly line, just like Taco Bell is built, right? Taco Bell's built like the first humanless fast food joint. I think it's in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. It's going to send me my food and voila, I'm done. And I can't, this is going to be the norm. Like everywhere we go, the drive-thrus are going to be automated. You're starting to see it already now. And I don't eat fast food very much, but when you go in, everything is all touchscreen now on the kiosks. Right? Like I think my wife told me the other day, like they wouldn't even let her order at the counter. They made her go to the kiosk to actually punch in her order when she was trying to buy something. So we're already kind of going through this. Now you're just going to talk to a chatbot and tell it what your order is, and it's going to get it right. And then the company can use all this data on the back end to know what's what. Like it's, I can't wait for all this stuff. Like I can't wait to finally be able to order something and get the right order and not have to check my bag and disrespect the person handing me the bag. How many times you're at the drive-thru, you get the bag and you open it in front of them. And I feel like an asshole because I feel like I'm disrespecting the person that just gave me the bag as if, hey, I don't trust you you got my order right. So I'm going to check the bag right in front of you before I drive away. Yeah. I feel like it's the most disrespectful thing.
No, yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, I paid for this. If I wanted it a certain way, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, like, I'll just take this little mistake. But, I love this. And I read a tweet from Rowan Chung. He writes the Rundown AI newsletter. And what was interesting to me about this is it's more than just a drive-through. So he said, leveraging Google's Gen AI tools, Ask Pickles will train on manuals and data from McDonald's locations. The chatbot is part of a broader tech overhaul using Google's cloud edge computing to enable data gathering on everything from fryers to supply chains. McDonald's already uses AI for ordering at 100 plus drive-thrus. And basically, a big part of this is going to be a new chatbot to provide employee guidance for worker questions ranging from equipment cleaning to maintenance. So,
it's everywhere.
It's if I'm a worker there and I don't know, it's my first day and I don't know how to clean the fryer and everyone else is busy, I ask this chatbot and I'm from the knowledge of the Google manuals, I'm able to figure out exactly how to clean the fryer. So, that's where, that's why I love that side too. I love the consumer facing side, but I'm guessing what they saw internally was new hires had a hard time, picking up all the processes. They had a lot of questions. So now instead of, wasting that time, because, similar to Starbucks, I saw an article about this, like they're creating this new drink processing way that's going to make them get 8 more orders out like an hour or something. And I was like, oh, it doesn't sound like a lot. It's like, well, that actually translates to like millions in revenue. So same with McDonald's. If you have employees asking other people questions all the time and that takes them away, and maybe with this chatbot, they can get out 10 to 15 more orders, that's hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars in market cap. So it's so cool to see. Like, I love those little examples of like, it's so cool at that level of volume, little manual things can make hundreds of millions of dollars with the difference. So I'm guessing they saw that insight. They said, hey, let's just provide a chatbot for these people so they can learn that way. And, you can figure it out from there. So I love the internal side too. I think that's going to be awesome. And, who knows what they're doing at the corporate level for it too. That's just the ground floor of, the bottom of the business, but, what are they doing at the corporate level with it? Who knows, but yeah, I love it. I also love that it's called Ask Pickles. That's pretty cool. It's like the AI, it's like the paperclip they used to have for Microsoft Word.
That's true, right? So, so here we go. So McDonald's launches an AI chatbot that helps employees fix machines and helps them clean and answers questions. So does that mean that we finally, I don't know if you've noticed this, but you can take a picture of the bicycle, right? You saw that video where people took a picture of the bicycle and they asked the AI, you're now able to take a picture of a bicycle and say, how do I remove the seat? And the AI recognized the size of the bolt, size of the thing, and said, go get the 10 millimeter socket to do the wrench. Does that finally mean?
I know where this is going.
Does that finally mean that employees can take a picture of the goddamn McFlurry machine and ask the chatbot? Does that finally mean that we're going to get fixed McFlurry machines across all McDonald's? There's no more excuses. I think that's the problem. I think it's fixed.
Yeah. When you use ChatGPT and like the server's overloaded and it just says there's an error generating this response. This is gonna happen. They're gonna train the AI to recognize the McFlurry machine and be like, whenever you see this,
oh my god,
just don't give an answer.
Yeah,
I knew immediately when you started that sentence. Look, I've been at McDonald's like once in the past 5 years. I'm not a big fast food guy. If I'm doing anything, it's Chick-fil-A or
Chipotle.
Any of the other ones. Yeah, Chipotle.
Chipotle is my go-to.
Kava's been a good one recently for me. It's right next door to me, so that helps. But it's I've heard about the McFlurry machine, and I'm interested to see if it maybe will help. Is it as bad as the thing as people say?
Totally. There's somebody created an app that was like the McFlurry machine tracker, and it shows all the broken McFlurry machines everywhere across America. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, take a picture of the machine. It will teach the worker to now fix the machine, and now everybody's happy because we're all able to get McFlurries now and not get the excuse of, oh, the machine's broken.